Orange present the 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News.
Hello and welcome to the 409 Sports Blitz. It is week 9, and in case you've noticed, we've got a new member to our team.
Yeah, that's taking up some real estate here on the desk. We're hoping we can tighten up the bolts underneath this thing and hold it up.
It's the Buzzy Gun Trophy, goes to the winner of the Bayou Bowl. That's our 409 Sports Blitz game of the week. Orangefield and Bridge City. Let's get to the highlights. And it was a great crowd on hand. A little smack talk by the Bridge City cheerleaders there on the sign. Says, this is the closest you'll come to seeing Buzzy. That was a note out to the Bridge City Cardinals. And Orangefield with the ball. Cameron Dishler picking up a big chunk of yardage, running over the defender there as Coach McGuire tries to encourage his team on the other side. Then the toss is going to go out to Dishler. He's going to find the edge and the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they are up 7-0 at this point. Now, more on the other side. Deep ball. Before I can even get set on the other side of the field, Ethan Osagara finds Jarris Brown wide open. And we are all tied up at 7 after the extra point. Bobcats now on the move again. Braden Parker. I lost him for a second, and so did the Bridge City defense. Oh, we got a man falling down, and we got ourselves a 58-yard touchdown run. 14-7 Cats. And you're thinking, oh boy, this is going to be a high-scoring affair. And that's going to get Coach Smalley going there. Here comes more from Ofield. Dishler, 14-yard score, but the extra point was no good. It's a 20-7 lead. Bridge City needing to get something going, and they do. Kyler Garlowski laying down the boom on the defender. He's not going down. He's got a first and goal for the Cardinals. Moments later, Garlowski is going to take it in from 6 yards out through all of that pile of humanity. It is a score. It's 20-14. Nice clock management at the end of the first half. We're going to get a field goal attempt by Ty Butler from 33 yards out. He's a freshman. It is up, and it is good. 23-14 at the half, and the scoring was done after that. Final score out here in Bridge City. Orangefield is your Bayou Bowl champion, 23-14. And since they got to get on the bus, we're being nice, and we have Coach Josh Smalley here with us. He actually brought us the trophy. That's how we got it. So he's on set with us right now. Coach Smalley, just how about this effort from this team? You said you had been worried all week, having a hard time sleeping, and Bridge City gave you all they could handle.
Yeah, I mean, this is a rough week for me. I'm from here, and I coach at Orangefield. I've been on both sides of this, this Bayou Bowl deal and staff, and there's people over here I care about. Obviously, I care about Orangefield a lot. So this is a rough week for me to kind of do. But, we get the luxury of getting film on Bridge City, 3 films on them, and we watch. And I've watched every week how they've gotten better and better and better. And their kids have played harder and harder and harder. And so I give Coach McGuire, his staff, they got my most respect. Their kids played their tails off tonight. They got nothing to hang their head about. They laid it all out here. They represented their community and their school district the best they could. And it was a great football game. And we're excited to come out on top.
Now, this was Cam's first Bayou Bowl.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was a good one to be at. And speaking of Cam's, I want to ask you about the run game. Cam Dishler has had a great season. The run game in general. What has made it so successful for you guys?
Well, I think Cameron would be the first to tell you it's his teammates. He's got a great offensive line that's senior loaded in front of him. He's got other backs that are unselfish that'll go out and block for him. And then the last thing is he's a tremendous athlete. So I think it's a combination of those 3 things. We're lucky to have him. We're lucky to have Hunter Ashworth. We're lucky to have those big guys up front, and they don't get a whole lot of recognition sometimes. But it's nights like this where they like tonight that they proved themselves worthy and they proved how good they were. We're excited for them.
He's got a great name too.
Yeah, of course. There.
Hey, let me tell you something though. The ratings for tonight's show are going to be so much better than when Jeff Matthews was here.
Oh,
that guy is the ugliest person on the face of the planet.
He's not here to defend himself.
But he'll tell me he's 6'5", he's taller than me, which he is.
He's tall. He made fun of how short we were.
Yeah, he's a bully.
He's a big guy, and also you threw the ball a few times. Are you worried about getting kicked out of the slot team mafia?
Well, the key is how many you complete. So if you complete 10 to 15, they kick you out. If you throw 8 and you complete 2, that's still worthy enough to be in the mafia. Man, they just had everybody in the box. They put 11 people in the box, which is smart. And you got to try to get some of them guys out of there and hope you can slip a guy by and throw in the ball. So we didn't have any turnovers tonight, and that was good. We got a couple in the second half, helped us out. But I think the slot team mafia will keep us for a little while.
All right, Coach, we're going to let you take your trophy. You can take it home with you.
Seriously, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it.
Coach.
You guys are awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, don't hurt you. Oh, he's taking the helmet too. It's all gone.
Jeff Matthews didn't have this. I just want that noted.
Oh, Coach. The gauntlet's thrown. He's taking his helmet. He took his helmet. He's coming back. I was like, I thought we could keep that for the show. That's what live TV is all about right there.
Absolutely.
We also had some other scores from the district we wanted to tell you about tonight in 11-4A Division II. And yes, look at that score, West Orange Stark. 73-7 over the Liberty Panthers.
That's not a typo.
No.
Whoa.
And also, Silsbee holds off a furious rally by Hampshire Finette at the very end. They beat the Longhorns 36-35.
That's got to feel good for the Tigers. It's been a little bit of a slippery season for them to get that big win. That's got to feel great. A couple other scores to take a look at.
Well, no, right now we're going to move on to Barbers Hill and Nederland.
All right, not yet for the scores, but we're going down to Nederland. The dog pound, you can see it there. Bulldogs, we're fired up for this one. Playing host to Barbers Hill, though, it was not going to be an easy game. And we go right to the first play. It's Brent Holdren. He's going downfield. He's got Trayvon Dixon with the step, and he is going to cruise on down to the goal line, gets tripped up just before he could get in. So Garrett Hagler says, what you can't finish, I can. Nice misdirection there, and he's in for the score. Puts Barbers Hill on the board early. And it would be Barbers Hill again. Back to Brent Holdren. He's going for the two-point conversion. He's got it. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And Barbers Hill, one more time. They still have the ball here as we continue in this first half. Garrett Hagler going to catch this one in open space. He's got room to run. Nothing but daylight ahead of him. They're trying to chase him down, but the Bulldogs can't quite catch him. So the lead extends there for the Eagles. We'll see if Nederland can answer back. So we switch sides of the ball. It's Kindon Fuselier. He's catching this pass out in the flat. He's making a nice move to get upfield. And it's not easy to bring him down. Takes a gang of tacklers there, but finally going to get dropped. And now we go to Reeve Barrow for the Bulldogs. Way downfield. He's got some separation. Easy pitch and catch there. So the Bulldogs do get on the board, but as we go to the score, it was all Barbers Hill in this one, 66-28. Huge upset for them, actually.
That's right, and they are still playing at this point, and that's going to create a huge log jam in 12-5A Division II. And I'm definitely going to have to start looking into tiebreakers and all these point spreads and all these different kind of things because, yeah, things are getting messy in that district. Now, Crosby traveling to Port Neches Groves. The Cougars went to the state championship last year, and I picked an upset tonight. I felt like something could happen.
I wonder why.
And early on, not because of the purple bias there, Cole Crippen finds Chance Prosper. He goes 57 yards to the house. They're on top, and I'm thinking, hey, I might know what I'm talking about. Here. But, yeah, that offense from Crosby is really, really good. Siren Miles, woo! There he goes into the end zone, 52 yards, and Crosby is right back in there. Was that the kiss of death? Because, yep, here comes more of the Cougars. Brandon Walmack, and look at the speed Crosby has. That's what they have every single season. They are known for piling up the points. No difference this year. Now, Miles going to find Cameron Kirkwood bobbling it. There goes the defender, and there goes that man into the end zone. Another touchdown for Crosby. PNG trying to fight back in this one. They fell behind 28-7 in the first quarter. Crippen finds Prospery, and he's in for another Indian touchdown. But Crosby just kept coming right back at him, firing at all cylinders. Quincy Jones, but he's going to be hit by Jackson Green. A big, nice pop there at the end of that run. But moments later, Miles finds Walmack for another touchdown. It was 49-14 Crosby at the half. And it is gone final. PNG loses this one 69-28. Crosby, besides a game against Barbers Hill, has really not been tested in district.
That offense is a lot to deal with. Run game and pass game, you're seeing it all is on display there.
You know who saw it all tonight?
Who's that?
Sapphire Cervantes. She was down at the reservation, and she was excited trying to get a hold of the coach from Crosby, and we want to thank him so much. That's a long ride back down Highway 90. Thanks for staying out there with us, Coach. And Sapphire, yeah, that Crosby team was very impressive tonight.
Oh, yeah. So I'm here with Coach Preto, and he said that it took them like 2 hours to get here. So I'm very grateful that he decided to stay here for this interview. And congratulations, Coach, on this win, staying on top of the district, you know, #1. So what's next for this team? Is, you know, where are they going to take you? Do you think they could take you all the way?
You know, I don't know. We're really focused on just kind of one day at a time, and that's been kind of a deal for us all season. You know, and it starts tomorrow. We'll enjoy tonight, and it starts tomorrow with getting back to watching the film and fixing the mistakes that we made, and getting a lift and a run in, and starting to get working on Santa Fe for next week. And so that's kind of, you know, always going to be the battle for us this week, is just focusing on getting better each and every day.
So with the score, you can't really see all the mistakes, but you're saying you need to fix the mistakes. So what are those improvements that you think you need to make?
You know, we obviously we didn't do a very good job at the start and gave up a touchdown on the second defensive play of the game, or offense play for them. And so, you know, we had some missed coverages. You know, we had a couple missed blitz pickups on offense, and so those are some things that we need to shore up moving forward.
So next week, you guys should be safe against Santa Fe. You know, they have a losing record right now, but the next week you go against Bulldogs. So how are you preparing for that, seeing as they're kind of coming for your spot?
Yeah, they probably are, but we're not going to overlook any opponent. You know, we're not going to disrespect the game. Like I said, we're going to go fix some mistakes from tonight, and we're going to get focused on Santa Fe. We're not going to overlook them, and we're going to game plan for them just like anybody else, and practice hard and go try to win a football game next Friday night.
Well, Coach, y'all played a great game, and hopefully you can get a nap in on that ride home. But thank you so much for staying with me here. I really appreciate it, guys.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And like you heard it, they're just going to put in some work, and in 2 weeks they go up against the Bulldogs. So we'll see if they stay on top, and hopefully, for Coach Preto's sake, they do. But at Indian Stadium, I'm Sapphire Cervantes for 409 Sports.
Thank you, Sapphire. And the Bulldogs she's referring to, the Nederland Bulldogs. And, you know, that looked like a game that could decide the district championship. But now Nederland has 2 district losses. Crosby is 2 games clear of everybody with only a couple of games left. That means they have clinched at least a share of the district title. Cougars are cruising into the postseason.
Yeah, Coach isn't going to go out and say it right there, but they got a good chance to make it right back to that championship. And, I mean, that offense. Who's going to stop that offense? But, I mean, you're talking about getting down to the end of district play, too, and there's so many interesting districts. Maybe not that one, but so many interesting districts.
And even though the top of the district isn't interesting because Crosby pretty much has it wrapped up, but you have 3 playoff spots left. And right now, you got Texas City, Barbersville, PNG, and Nederland competing for them. So add it up. 4 teams competing for 3 spots with just a couple of weeks left. So it's going to get
heating up.
Really exciting this last couple of weeks. Now let's take a look at some other scores from tonight. We did have some big games around the 409, including the Jasper Bulldogs. Yes, they take care of business against the Shepherd Pirates, 28-0. Nice win for them in 10-4A Division II.
Cannot question that Bulldog defense. A couple other scores to take a look at. East Chambers, 34-17 over Kirbyville. Big win for them. They've had some great games this season.
And they are undefeated in that district, sitting in first place. Anahuac taking care of Buna. Anahuac only has that 1 loss to East Chambers this year. They win 32-12. And Woodville also undefeated in the district. They hammer Hardin 49-0. And oh, by the way, I believe Woodville takes on East Chambers next week.
Whoa, that's one you might want to keep your eyes peeled for. And a couple other great scores from tonight. Hemphill 34-7 over Warren. And Kuntz 17-6 over Anderson Shire. I'll take the pick there on Kuntz.
Hey, I took those Kuntz lines as well. Coach Todd Payne has those guys clicking this year. It's year 3 for him. He said this is the year that you're going to see the biggest step forward, and you certainly have. Right now, Kuntz only has 1, I believe they only have 1 district loss. It looks like the Lions are going to be a playoff team. Once again, this weekend, this is what I do for fun. Math on the weekend, doing district records and head-to-heads, and usually texting coaches trying to find out tiebreakers.
I'll leave the math to you. Maybe get the calculator out. I'm not much of a math guy.
Yeah, it's not a good thing for me either. But right now we've hit our first time out, and before we go, it's time to hear from the 409 Sports Blitz Band of the Week, the Orangefield Bobcats. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. We are live out here at Larry Ward Stadium in Bridge City, with Orangefield has just won the Bayou Bowl, the Buzzy Gun Trophy, staying in Orangefield after a 23-14 win, and they were pretty impressive tonight.
Yeah, and Coach sending some shots, letting the folks know that he's confident in his team.
He's sending confidence in his team, but he's also saying he's better looking than Jeff Matthews, and he's the head coach of the Vidor Pirates, and you went over there tonight.
There you go, exactly. Great segue. I did go down to Vidor, and we'll take a look at the highlights from that one in the first half. It was homecoming, so the folks were packing the stands. Pirates had a good game in this one. First play, though, as I showed up, perfect timing. Unfortunately, they weren't too happy about this. Interception from Elijah Simmons. But Livingston wasn't able to really make anything of it. A nice run back here gets it down towards the goal line, but a nice fourth down stand from the Pirates ends up in this bad snap. Look out, loose ball. Going to set up some good field position because that was fourth down, and Austin Rogers is going to take advantage of it. Untouched, he's breaking outside the tackles, and he's headed down the sideline. Watch the reactions from the coach. Arms in the air. They're fired up. That's Coach Matthews right there. That gets him on the board, 7-0 to start it. And then it would be more offense from the Pirates. This time it's Weston Sepulvado, and my terrible camera work, missing the misdirection. Ashley's running around because there's some stuff happening in MLB baseball. Weston Sepulvado, though, great touchdown there. 14-0 for the Pirates. And now it's Simmons again. Long run this time from the quarterback. He's getting deep into enemy territory. Finally going to get tripped up right around the 10-yard line. But the Pirates actually would not capitalize on it here. A nice stand from Livingston. Cheerleaders, they're keeping them energized. And there was a nice highlight here from Livingston. Mr. Johnson on the run, up the middle. But again, nothing really able to get going for the Lions. Here they're trying to make something happen. The pitch fumbled right before the half. Going to jump on it for the Pirates. So that's Tate Artis with the fumble recovery. With 1 minute left, the Pirates are going to make a charge for the end zone. It all starts with this run from Austin Rogers, getting outside to the sideline. Does get tripped up, but it's right on the doorstep. Who's going to punch it in? Who other than Elijah Simmons? Nice run there from the quarterback. Makes it 21-0 at the half. We go to look at the final score, and didn't get much better after that for those Lions. 40-7. Pirates continue to roll undefeated, Ashley.
They are still undefeated and closing in on a district title. Still some unfinished work. They got to take on those Huffman-Hargrave Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
And then they wrap things up against the Lumberton Raiders, who, by the way, hosting LCM tonight. Lumberton was tied for first in that district at 2-0 with Vidor. It's, of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we've been seeing the pink all over Southeast Texas. A great sight to see. Lumberton here with the ball. Lucas Powell's going to find Trey Kirsch. And Kirsch is in there for the touchdown, waiting on the signal, and there it was for the score. Raiders came to play tonight, not intimidated by Coach Peavy and those battling Bears, but Demarion Morris, he is going to the outside before being pushed out of bounds, and that is a battling Bear first down. Ashton Landry after that is going to find Carson Pete, first in goal. More from the Battling Bears. That's Morris taking it in for the score. Touchdown, LCM. And I like those little dance moves at the end of that one.
Schmeezy dance.
That's gonna get, what was that dance?
I think it's the Schmeezy dance.
The Schmeezy.
If I'm not wrong.
Man, those kids and all their crazy dances
Justin
these days.
Jefferson with the
Get
bike.
off my lawn. Later on, here comes more from the Lumberton Raiders. A nice pickup here. Offense back with the ball. The L train. Pass gonna go over the middle, and this one is going to be picked off. Picked off, going the other way, and guess who it is? Demarion Morris. He does it all for him. He runs it in, he catches interceptions. He is all over the place. More from the Bears. Dwight Davis, he's into the end zone for the touchdown. 2-point try coming up. Ashton Landry to Dean Reynolds, but there was a penalty called, so it's not going to count. And guess what? As we go to the final, LCM has knocked off Lumberton on the road. Big time win there. 33-31. Both of those teams now sitting with one district loss, one game behind Vidor, who's out on top.
That is such a big win. Another one of those divisions we were talking about is so neck and neck as it heads down the stretch, but let's keep the highlights rolling. We go to the River Bowl, Ash, and people were talking about this one. Evadale saying it's going to be a funeral out there, so we go right into the rivalry in the highlights. Cheerleaders getting the crowd fired up, but already on the first play, it's going to be Ryan Bland. He's charging ahead for a nice little run there, picking up the first down to keep the drive going. But now we switch sides. Evadale in the second quarter. Jackson Sylvester, number 87 in the backfield, the big boy, running like a bridge. Don't get in front of him. He gets tripped up not before a good gain there. The crowd's loving it. Evadale this time going to go to the air with it. dropping back and looking for Chase Smith on the sideline. He's got the basket catch for the touchdown. Nice play there, right to the pylon. The referees will call it good. And then later on, Jackson, actually he was just short. This is the play after. Jackson Sylvester trucking it on through for the touchdown. Extra point would be no good. Deweyville was up 8-6. We go to take a look at the score there now. You can see people were having a good time. 26-22, Evadale hung on to win that one in the River Bowl.
That is a big win right there. Burkeville, they went on the road, take on those whole days out of Bobcats, and they come up short. Mustangs fall 38-8. That was their first district loss. They actually had 2 district wins by forfeit because High Island was forced to forfeit, then Sabine Pass. So I'm just glad Burkeville was able to finally play a game because it's been a few weeks. So good job out there. Bobcats there taking care of the Mustangs. Now last night over at Stallworth Stadium, Port Arthur Memorial was taking on the Baytown Lee Ganders. And how about Titan Tempo? Jamar Sanders is going to find Kelby Blanchett. And you mentioned Titan Tempo. That is track speed right there.
It's a blur on our screen.
It's literally a blur. 74 yards later, the Titans are up 14-6. Then Sanders, you know what? He's just going to call his own number, making people miss. And coming into your living room, 33-yard touchdown, 24-6. You think the blowout's on, right? Well, here comes Lee showing some life. Ja'Cory Boston finds Devontae Broussard. Ganders not going away, but Port Arthur, they just keep on piling up the points. Sanders to Adrian Hayward, and that man looks like he's gone, right? He's gone. No one's going to get him. Well, yeah, they're going to take him down right there, right? Wrong! He's going to lateral it to Marcus Hayes at the very end for the touchdown. Port Arthur Memorial blew the doors off Baytown Lee. The final of that one in Baytown was 51-20. Great job there by the Titans. We go to the final score, 51-20. And also Beaumont United getting win number 2 of the year.
Yeah.
They're not dead yet.
It's got to feel good.
They're not dead yet.
Straighten things out there.
33-7.
Yeah.
Great
Jinx.
job, Timberwolves. Some other scores from tonight. Coleman Hill. I did not pick Coleman Hill. I believe you did. I believe it is. And also, that's an upset. So, great job, Cam.
I'll take that one.
I think you need all the positive talk.
Right, it's about to get pretty negative in a little bit.
Yeah, nice win there. Also, Calvert, though, takes care of the Chester Yellow Jackets, 48-28.
It wasn't 47-0 like people were thinking.
No update from West Hardin and Chef. Other scores from tonight around the 409. Kelly and the Village, nothing in from them. Also, Legacy Christian, though, they win in a rout over South Cameron, Louisiana. It was 49-0. Great job, Warriors. And so we are wrapping up another week here pretty soon. Not right at this moment. We still have more to talk about in case, you might have been at this game of the week. You might not have been able to see the highlights. You're in luck because right after this break, we're going to recap the game of the week, and we're also going to get to see, the hit of the week. Which is not your typical hit of the week. You don't want to miss it. We're going to have more coming up on the 409 Sports Blitz. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. Before we get a recap of tonight's game of the week, I just got a text right here from Coach Jason Smith, the Kelly Bulldogs. I asked him what the score was tonight. He says 64-12, good guys. That means Kelly gets their second district. I believe that's their second district win. It's unusual. It's a TAPS football league. They take care of the Village tonight. The final there was 64-12. And Kelly, attack. They can put up some points. Yeah. Also, I'm trying not to laugh right now. The Bridge City mosquitoes are out in full force. Yeah. Mosquitoes don't like me. I was getting attacked by gnats earlier, but Cam is wearing shorts and he is dying.
Yeah, I've been scratching the legs a little bit.
It's not obvious, right? When you're sitting at home and you're seeing him doing this the whole time.
Back and forth.
It's not noticeable. You know what was noticeable tonight? A rivalry game.
Yeah. Being
played between two passionate teams, Orangefield and Bridge City. It was our 409 Sports Blitz game of the week. And that's right. Look at that. Got a little smack talk on the side of it. This is the closest you'll come to seeing Buzzy. That's the name of the trophy. Yes. Cheerleader smack talk. I always love it. How about this? Cameron Dishler, he's got himself a big first down as Coach McGuire looks on from the other end for the Bridge City sideline. Now the toss is going to go out to Dishler, and this guy's been getting it done for him all year long. Nice blocks there, and he's got the touchdown for Ofield. But Ethan Oseguera, before I can even get my camera ready, on the other end of the field finds Jarris Brown. And we have got ourselves a tie ball game, and you're thinking, wow, a shootout is about to be happening here in Larry Ward Stadium. Well, sure enough, here come the Bobcats right on the other end. Braden Parker, he's going to take this one around the edge. When I finally find him on camera, yes, he's in there from 58 yards out, 14-7. Dishler would get things going again for Coach Smalley, who says he's much better looking than Jeff Matthews, in case you missed that early on. Yep, got himself another score for Dishler. Extra point was no good, but they were up 20-7 at this point, and you're thinking like they have all the momentum, right? Well, here comes Kyler Garlaska, and Garlaska is refusing to go down. In fact, he's running over the defenders, and that's first and goal. And you know what? Give that man the ball again. Garlaska through all of that big dog pile going into the end zone. He's got himself a touchdown, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point ball game in the second quarter. It's 20-14. Just before half, though, the freshman, Ty Butler, from 33 yards out. Ooh, good. 23-14 at the half, and that was all of the scoring tonight. Final score, 23-14. The Buzzy Gun Trophy made a special appearance on the 409 Sports Blitz early. Coach took it home. He almost took the Orangefield helmet home with him, too. If you didn't get to see it earlier, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch the bloopers of Coach taking off with our helmet on live TV.
Walking away with our props.
He came right back, though. He came right back. Big win, though. West Orange Sark, obviously, unless something really insane happens, this is their district. They're going to win it again. You want to stay in that number 2 position because that all depends on who you're playing. Number 2 is going to play a number 3 team for the next district over. Orangefield wants to hold on to that number 2 spot, so this is a big win.
Huge win, and you got to give them a lot of credit. Yes, they're the favorite coming in, but you're on the road. It's a rivalry game. You know you're getting Bridge City's best. So for Coach Smalley's team to come in and do what they did tonight, has to feel good. I think he deserved to walk away with whatever he wanted to walk away with. He had the trophy. I think
he
that's
had
good
the trophy.
Enough for him, but.
He had the helmet, so I thought he was going to take a computer for a second or an iPad. Coach Smalley, we appreciate you coming on. Also, as I mentioned, they did throw the ball a few times tonight. They're members of the slot team mafia, so is Viter, okay? It's a very secret society here in the state of Texas. You're not allowed to pass the ball too many times. And they passed it a few times, but he said they only completed a few.
It's like the football Illuminati.
It really is. There's card-carrying members. I'm telling you, it's a serious thing. I have a T-shirt. I literally have a slot team mafia T-shirt. It's a big deal.
It works for most teams I've seen using it.
It does, and if you ever get Coach Matthews and Coach Smalley together, they'll go at war of who does it properly.
Who does it better?
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting, I'll tell you that. You know, what also is interesting from tonight?
Hits.
Well, not quite yet. But, you know, I was going to mention baseball, and when we come back after the break.
I don't want to talk about that.
We're going to talk about baseball. You're like, wait a minute, it's a football show. What are you talking about? It's Astros baseball. And we're just going to take a peek at the score. I don't even know what happened tonight. I have no clue.
Yeah. All right.
But before we go to the break, it's time for what?
Yeah, there's baseball hits, but there's also some big-time football hits. It's time for our hit of the week. And it's going to be here in our Bayou Bowl. You already saw it earlier. Kyler Garlaska on the option, gets the pitch, dips the shoulder, and lays out the truck stick. Massive play from Garlaska. Finally gets nudged out of bounds, but you can see he was pumped after that. Kyler Garlaska has our 409 Sports Blitz hit of the week.
And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. Usually we'd be talking football right now, but you know, something really special is going on, at least for Astro fans. Houston, they are just one game away from advancing to their third World Series in 5 years. Of course, they were taking on the Boston Red Sox, a team. How could you be a fan of the Boston Red Sox? Are you a fan?
I am a fan.
Oh, I forgot about that. You are from Massachusetts.
Yeah. I'm from up there.
So I'm sure you have no idea what's happened tonight either. I've been pretty quiet the whole time.
Well, they actually announced the score over Inviter when it was 1-0, and everybody went nuts to hear that the Astros.
So you really don't know what happened, right?
I have an inclination.
Okay. Let's go to the final. Right now, I can tell you. The Astros win 5-0, and they are headed back to the World Series.
Yeah.
In fact, 2 segments ago, I was dancing in the background during Cam's highlights. So,
yeah, I don't know if I just walk off the set or what, but
I don't know. I do remember this very, very clearly. A lot of smack talking.
Yeah.
After we fell behind 2-1. And I say we. I've been a fan since the 80s. I'm allowed to be a we.
Man, at this point, yeah, I got to give it up. The Astros are the better baseball team, no doubt. That offense was clicking on all cylinders.
It's no fun when they just say
now
you're
the pitching has come together. I think they got a good shot at the World Series. We don't need to talk about what their history.
Okay, so what we're not going to talk about the history and past. Alex Cora is your manager.
Right, fair.
Let's calm down. But you went into this one talking about your pitching and how the Astros are going to have their issues, and what happened there?
Nathan Eovaldi didn't have a good night.
Yeah, but I'm looking at that. Alvarez doubled to deep center, 1-0. Tucker double play, scored another one. Oh, and then Tucker hit another home run later on for the 5-0 win.
The offense is unbelievable for the Astros. I don't know what else to tell you. The Red
5-0.
Sox
Look at that
needed to win.
Show them again, folks. 5-0.
They needed to win it at Fenway there. I thought there was a little bit of a bad. We don't have to get in the umpire, but
oh my gosh, here we go.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah,
happy for the Astros. Happy for the
it's time to wrap up the
the
segment when you're already going to the umpires. I mean, you got outscored 18-3 in 2 games.
Yeah. No, there's no excuse. Better team, the Astros, better team. Best of luck to them.
In bigger news, that means I get the day off tomorrow. I don't have to go to Game 7 and can rest up for Game 1 of the World Series Tuesday night.
Must be nice.
It is going to be nice. Either against the Dodgers or the Braves. Right now, the Braves leading that series 3-2. They'll wrap things up this weekend there in Atlanta tomorrow and on Sunday if necessary. We're going to take another break before we take a look at next week's football games. Before we do, we're going to take a look at the 409Sports Blitz Play of the Week.
The Play of the Week, brought to you by 5 Point Credit Union.
And the play of the week comes from Stallworth Stadium last night. Titan tempo. Sanders swings it out to Adrian Hayward, who's going to find the sideline, and it looks like this man is gone, but here comes the Gators defense. He's done. Right? Wrong. Lateral to Marcus Hayes for the touchdown. That's our 409 Sports Blitz Play of the Week. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. Week 9 is in the books. Besides Westbrook playing tomorrow, by the way, they take on Summer Creek over in Humble. Also, Lamar football team, they're at home tomorrow against Central Arkansas. But let's take a look at Week 10. We've got some interesting matchups coming across Southeast Texas. Starting off with those Westbrook Bruins taking on the CE King Panthers. I believe they came up short tonight. The last time I looked, they were trailing. That's going to be a tough test for Westbrook. If they're going to go to the playoffs, they need to be able to at least win tomorrow, and knock off CE King would be a huge help.
Yeah, they've had some sloppy games this year. Definitely need to straighten it out there. Texas City, Fort NECHES-GROVES, that should be a real good one as well.
That's
Wonder
right.
If you're going to go with.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Texas City really took it to PNG last year. The Stingarees only have one district loss, I believe, at this point. PNG needs that win because things are getting.
Are you going to have that hunch feeling again?
I don't know. They were up. They were winning. Leave me alone. Also, Vider going to Huffman-Hargrave. That's an important game.
Really important.
And how about these Bobcats?
Yeah, they're going to go down and play against the Longhorns, Hampshire Fournette. They've had a great year, too. They lost tonight, but they're going to be trying to get back on track.
Yep. And another game to talk about next week, and this has got to be, people, if you're voting, hint, Woodville East Chambers should be your game of the week. Even if you're not a fan of either one, that's going to be for the district championship right there.
It just goes to show, too, this is a democracy. They get to vote. But
they
if there
get
was
to vote. I'm not telling you who to vote for. Yes, I am. Woodville East Chambers, both those teams have not been featured this year, and it's for the district championship.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It's going to be a fun one. Definitely going to be a fun one, and it's right down the road in Winnie. We can go to Tia Juanita's before that.
All right, now I'm with him.
Okay, it's all about the food. We went to Judice's tonight,
Yeah.
maybe Tia Juanita's next week.
Yeah.
I mean, if we do go to Woodville, we could, well, no, Woodville, they're on the road. Never mind. Woodville's Elijah's. That's a good one. Anyway, that's going to wrap up Week 9 because I'm thinking about food. Cam,
Might
great
be that
job.
time. Thanks.
Sorry about your
Happy to
Red
be here.
Sox.
Yeah, that's tough.
Better luck next
It is
year.
what it is.
Until next week, this is the 409 Sports Blitz. We're going to say goodnight with the band of the week, the Orangefield Bobcats.